Imagine being born for one job. You're tiny, you have no real teeth, no working gut, and your eyes will soon stop working entirely. You exist for one reason, to find a female. And if you do find her, in the endless black of the deep ocean, your reward is this. You bite onto her body, and then you melt into her. Your skin fuses to hers. Your blood vessels join. Your organs dissolve one by one, until you are nothing but a lump on her side, sharing her blood, kept alive only to do that one job forever. This is the male deep-sea anglerfish, and honestly, it might have the worst deal of any animal alive. To understand why the anglerfish lives the way it does, you have to understand where it lives, because it's one of the worst places to be alive anywhere on the planet. The deep-sea anglerfish lives in the bathypelagic zone, the midnight zone, between 1,000 and 4,000 meters down. There is no light here. None. The sun has never touched it. It is near freezing. The pressure would crush you instantly, and it is vast. This is the single largest living space on Earth, and it is almost completely empty. You could swim for your whole life down here and never bump into another of your kind. Every single thing about the anglerfish, the light, the teeth, the horrifying love life, is a solution to one problem. How do you survive in a place this dark, this empty, and this cruel? Start with the famous part, the light. Growing from the female anglerfish's forehead is a long, thin rod, a modified fin spine that arcs forward and dangles right in front of her mouth, and at the tip of it is a glowing bulb. Here's the strange part. The anglerfish doesn't make that light herself. The glow comes from bacteria. Millions of living light-producing bacteria housed inside that bulb. The anglerfish gives them a safe home and a food supply. In return, they glow for her. It's a partnership, two completely different life forms cooperating in the dark, and she uses that borrowed light as bait. She hangs in the black water, perfectly still, and twitches the glowing lure. A tiny, hypnotic, drifting light in an ocean of nothing. To a small fish or a shrimp down there, starving in the dark, that light looks like food. Or hope. It is neither. It is the front porch of a trap. And the trap is built for a place where meals almost never come. Because food is so rare in the deep, the anglerfish can't afford to miss. So it is built to make every single chance count. That huge head is mostly mouth, a gaping jaw lined with long, thin, needle-like teeth that angle inward, so anything that goes in cannot come back out. Its stomach can stretch enormously. An anglerfish can swallow prey nearly as big as itself, because when you don't know where your next meal is coming from, you take everything all at once, no matter the size. So the prey follows the pretty light in the dark, and the jaws come out of nowhere. One gulp, gone. The light twitches again, innocent as ever, waiting for the next one. It's a brilliant, patient, horrifying way to make a living. But it's not even the most extreme thing about this animal. Not even close. Because here's the thing, the light and the teeth don't solve. Reproduction. Everything we've talked about so far, the lure, the jaws, the stomach, that's all the female. She's the one people picture when they hear anglerfish, the big glowing fanged hunter. But in this empty, lightless ocean, she has a problem that has nothing to do with eating. She has to find a mate. The deep sea is enormous and almost empty. Anglerfish are spread so thinly that two of them meeting at all is a rare event. If a female only got to breed when she happened to physically bump into a wandering male, and then he swam off and she had to find another one next time, the species would simply die out. The numbers don't work. So evolution came up with a different solution, a permanent one. And it is, without exaggeration, the strangest love story in the animal kingdom. Meet the male, and try not to feel too sorry for him. If the female is the monster of the deep, the male is barely an animal at all. In many anglerfish species, he's tiny, sometimes 10 times smaller than the female, sometimes more. He has no glowing lure. He can't really hunt. He has a feeble little body, and crucially, he has one massively overdeveloped sense, smell. Because the male has exactly one purpose in his entire life, and it is to find a female in the pitch black, using nothing but his nose to track the tiny trace of her scent drifting through the water. That's it. That's his whole existence. He is essentially a swimming nose with a deadline, because the males can't feed themselves properly, and they're running out of time. If he doesn't find a female before his small reserves run out, he simply dies, alone, in the dark, having done nothing. But let's say he beats the odds. Let's say, against everything, he finds her. Here's what he gets for it. He bites her. He finds her in the dark, and he clamps his little jaws onto her body, her side, her belly, wherever he lands. His mouth begins to fuse to her skin. He releases enzymes that dissolve the tissue where they're joined, and slowly, over days and weeks, the two of them merge. His skin grows into her skin, and then, this is the part that sounds invented but isn't, their blood vessels connect. His circulatory system plugs directly into hers. They become, functionally, one animal with two sets of DNA. Once he's connected to her bloodstream, he doesn't need to do anything for himself ever again. So his body gives up. His eyes, which he needed to find her, dissolve away. He'll never need to see again. His fins go. His internal organs shrink and vanish, one by one, because she's feeding him now through their shared blood, until eventually, all that's left of him, the whole male anglerfish, his entire being, is a small lump on her side, a living appendage. So what is he now? He's a sperm supply. That's the one organ that doesn't dissolve. Everything else about him is gone, but his reproductive organs stay, hooked into her body, ready. And now, whenever the female is ready to release her eggs, she has a mate permanently attached, on demand, forever. She never has to find one again. Problem solved. In the most extreme way evolution has ever solved anything. And it gets stranger, because a big female is a valuable prize, and more than one male can find her. A single female swims through the deep carrying multiple fused males, 3, 4, sometimes more, each one a little lump on her body, each one a swimming nose that beat the odds, found her, bit on, and dissolved into a permanent attachment. She is, in a very real sense, never alone again. She just had to absorb her partners to manage it. Now, here's something that should stop you if you know anything about biology. What I just described should be impossible. Think about a human organ transplant. If you put one person's tissue into another person's body, the immune system attacks it. It recognizes the foreign cells as an invader and tries to destroy them. That's rejection. It's why transplant patients need special drugs for life. So how on earth can a male anglerfish permanently fuse his entire body into a female's bloodstream without her immune system tearing him apart? Scientists looked into exactly this. The anglerfish have given up large parts of the immune system that would normally cause rejection. Their bodies have switched off the very defenses that, in us, make fusing two individuals impossible. They sacrificed a chunk of their disease-fighting machinery just to be able to merge with a mate. It's one of the most extreme evolutionary trade-offs known. They traded away their immune defenses for a guaranteed partner in the dark. So, why does it suck to be born a male anglerfish? You're born tiny and half-formed, in the darkest, emptiest place on Earth. You can't feed yourself properly. You have one job, one chance, and a clock ticking down. You spend your whole brief life as a desperate swimming nose, hunting through endless black for a single female you'll probably never find. And if you do find her, your prize is to bite on, dissolve your own body, lose your eyes, your fins, your organs, your independence, yourself, and spend the rest of your existence as a lump on her side, sharing her blood, kept alive for one purpose. The female gets a mate forever. The male gets to pass on his genes against impossible odds. It's one of the strangest answers evolution has ever found to a simple question. How do you not be alone, at the bottom of the world? The anglerfish's answer: you become part of each other, whether you like it or not.